people power. By fighting together, you can win. I mean, I've been on the estate over 50 years, and I hardly knew anyone on the estate. And now I know lots of people on the estate. I think everyone feels more close together, close-knit. I feel really confident for the future of Butterfields estate.
To stay in our homes in Butterfields. We've been fighting several months with the Socialist Party, helping us in all our stage. It's been hard fighting, but we've been supported a lot. And finally, we got to this stage.
These landlords in November 2015 bought all these properties. By January, 16 households had notices to quit by the time Easter came. That was when we got involved, when we first met the tenants of Butterfields and when we organised the first street meeting.
And when you're up against the odds, when a private developer decides to buy out 63 properties and then evict them, it's been a long process from January to October, and we have fought with the Butterfields Won't Budge campaign.
Tenants dug in quite early and didn't move, and adopt this tactic and to organise around this tactic of not moving, and if you like, instead of the prospect of being evicted being the headache, we made the intransigence of not moving be the headache to the landlords, the courts, the auction houses, the management company, the estate agents. We basically said, you know, if you want to get us out, well, you've got a fight on your hands, and the community, the Socialist Party as well, will rally to support tenants.
We just resisted because they were sending us eviction letter. We decided to don't move, to tell them that these were our homes and we had nowhere to go. We wanted to stay in our community, and we had the right to stay because we were good tenants. We did nothing wrong to being evicted. It was just about money.
A landlord called Butterfields E17 Limited, a company that seems to have been put together for the sole purpose of buying up older properties, turfing out the residents and tenants, and then putting those homes on the private market. The Butterfields estate is on the edge of the Walthamstow village, which is a gentrifying area, and the property prices were zooming sky high.
People were really keen to fight back, but were also keen to hear what the Socialist Party had to offer to that, what ideas we had about how they could organise together. And what we said from the start is that the key thing was for the tenants to be organised together, that we recommended they set up a Tenants and Residents Association, which they did, so that all the decisions about the campaign could go through that campaigning body.
And then at each meeting we talked about these tactics. So for instance, myself and other tenants went to central London auction houses and we disrupted the auctions. There were people there on the phones selling to wealthy buyers from overseas, and we basically caused a bit of a stir there.
We went around to the estate agency asking them to don't sell our homes. We tried to contact our landlord as well, that always refused to talk to us. We contacted the housing association, asking them to buy our homes because we were good tenants, we were paying our rents, and we've got that deal a few months ago already. They said they wanted to buy, but the landlords refused because they wanted more money, and then we kept fighting again and again, and we didn't move. We went all around Waltham Forest, all the borough, and finally, eventually, we got there.
We're really thrilled that this is the outcome of it today, and we think it's a sign that the tactic of not moving, of people saying we're going to stay in our homes because these are our homes and we have to take back that control, it shows that that tactic can work, and that has to be implemented on all kinds of other housing issues, and particularly in relation to the housing and planning bill, which means that a huge number of people in social housing could be affected by similar kinds of things, where they're forced out of their homes because they can't afford increased rent, cuts to benefits and so on. That's a similar tactic to what we would put forward in those kind of campaigns in social housing as well. So we think that similar victories can be achieved for a whole host of tenants as well.
Essentially, we have to always come back to the idea that the tactic of not moving, of organising around the tactic of not moving, that is the lesson from this campaign. This is the lesson we have to take out across London and, you know, in other cities that are facing something similar. Collectively organising, but giving notice we're not moving.
The newly elected Secretary of Butterfields Tenants and Residents Association, Ala Pulumbo, will be speaking at the rally of 2016. Socialism is a weekend of discussion and debate taking place in central London on the 12th and 13th of November. As well as the rally, there will be over 100 hours of workshops, including one on the housing crisis, which will discuss the lessons of Butterfields. Every housing campaigner should be there. Take a look at socialism2016.net for more information and to buy your tickets.